On this episode of Across All Borders Going South, getting to South Luangwa National Park. Public transport, accommodation, and game drives. Over the next few minutes, I'll be taking you through my experience of how I went from Lusaka to South Luangwa National Park using public transport, where I stayed, and the game drives I did. Please bear in mind that the prices you hear are actually based on the time I visited, which was around June 2021. For actual prices, check the lodge page. I stayed at Marula Lodge, so you can know what prices to expect. In terms of the public transport, I spent 440 kwacha, 300 being my ticket fee from Lusaka to Chapata, and then from Chapata to Mfue was 100 kwacha, and the taxi from Mfue to the lodge was 40 kwacha. On the way back, I took a taxi straight from Mfue to Chapata because I needed to get to the bus station before the bus left to Lusaka, so that was a very early run on the way back. So, hello beautiful people, I made it to South Luangwa National Park. It's 19:30 at night, and I'm in my permanent tent, which is quite close to the riverbank, where every now and again you might hear hippos in the background. I woke up this morning at 3:45 because I was catching the 5 o'clock bus from Power Tools from Lusaka to Chipata, and from Chipata I needed to take another one coming to Mfue, which is where the park is and where my lodge is. This is Marula Lodge, and I was going to stay in the hostel or the dormitory. The dormitory has about 10 beds and costs $10 a night, which is not bad, but it has a steep stairs and then you go up, and it just wasn't that interesting. And then he showed me this and I was like, this is really cool. It's $20 a night, and there's a twin inside here, so if you were two people you could literally pay $10 per night. I've made arrangements for a game drive tomorrow morning. I was thinking about a morning and evening one to really kind of like have the experience of totally making use of my time at a park where I have an overnight and don't need to leave in a hurry to somewhere. But that's not particularly true because I do need to get back to Lusaka and go to Livingstone. Anyways, the drive here has wiped me out because, like I said, I got up at 3:45. I got to Chipata using Power Tools pretty much on time after 8 hours 30 minutes. Google said 7 hours 49, so it wasn't too way off. I got there at about 12:30, and I was told that the next bus going to Mfue, which would be the green bus, at 2 o'clock, and I felt like that was far off. I tried to go find a shared taxi, but realized that it might be good to get some food. And since there was a ShopRite, or there's a ShopRite in Chipata, I went to ShopRite to get some stuff. And on the way going back to the park, or where I could get small cars, we saw the Jordan bus pulling in. So this is about 1 o'clock. So I said, you know what, let's go get the Jordan bus. You know, I don't need to wait for trying to get a small taxi to get filled. Okay, I have to say that was the worst decision I made ever, because not only did we leave at about 2 o'clock, and I thought, hey, we're gonna get to Mfue on time because it's supposed to be 2 hours. Anyways, I got to Mfue at 5:05 and then got here half an hour later. So not only does the road network in Zambia not help you, it just knocks you out. So I'm literally tired, and I'm going to be filming or recording those lovely gents and ladies entertaining us, and I'm going to go to bed because at 6 I have a game drive. So that's the update. Oh, feels good. Oh, can I reach it? Let's talk a bit about the lodge. Marula Lodge is on the bank of the Luangwa River, which means you get the opportunity to observe wildlife when you stay at the lodge. So during your game drive breaks, you can see hippos at night, you can hear them, which is one of the reasons why you have to be careful when you step out to use the bathroom. Let's talk about the accommodation. You've got permanent tents on the riverbank, and that's the one I stayed in, the twin. I've always mentioned I don't really like tents because I feel like it's like sleeping outside and you're exposed to a closer interaction with insects, which I'm not a very big fan of. But what I love about these ones is actually it is proper ground. It's a weird thing to say, but it's like a plastered ground, and I'm going to show you inside the tent. You pretty much hear everything if you're a light sleeper. Forgive my madness. But as you can see, there's a twin bed, there's a huge mosquito net, there's a fan, you can charge your appliances because there's a socket behind there, and you've got space to hang stuff. I'm going to show you the bathroom. I think that's quite cute. I've seen that in Ghana before, where I was staying. The bathroom was kind of constructed around a huge tree. I want to show you that as well. So if you look, you see more of these tents. It's kind of cool because you're facing the river, and that's the Luangwa River. If I move a bit further, you're going to see there are hippos in the water already. So let me show you that. And they come out at night. So I had this huge hippo. I'm going to turn and show you. There you go. Grazing right next to my tent. So I couldn't come out and go to the bathroom. I was literally waiting for it to go. So let me walk towards the bathroom. Show you the bathroom. There you go. Isn't that lovely? That's the bathroom. It's a huge tree, and the bathroom is constructed around it. It's right underneath a huge tree. That's the sign. It's show closed. And those were the dump spaces upstairs. So the permanent tent has twin, has a double, and then you've got the chalets, also double and twin, I believe. And then you've got the dormitory. In the dormitory, there are 10 beds. There's a pool and there's a nice eating area. Also a place where you can sit with a fireplace at the riverbank to watch the animals. At night, from a certain time, you don't walk alone on the property. You wait for like a guard to go with you because, like I said, the hippos do come on to graze. That's it for my experience on getting to South Luangwa National Park and the accommodation. In terms of the game drive, I paid $25 for the park entrance fee, and that's for internationals. And for the game drives, I paid $50 each. Again, check the website to see it's provided by the lodge, how much the shared game drives are now, so you have an idea of what it's going to cost you. But otherwise, I had a great time. I had an early morning game drive and an evening one where we were able to do really the night game drives, watching the cats in the night. So you should think about that if you're going to stay or visit South Luangwa National Park. So that's it from me to you. I do hope you've enjoyed this episode and you have everything you need if you want to visit South Luangwa National Park, either via public transport or driving yourself. Thank you very much for watching. Yours truly, Liesel81.